So according to this article from Market Beat, Block stock has just been hit with the recovery rally button. It's just been tagged. So will the stock continue to go up in price? We're going to talk about today real quick and then do a price prediction off of our price chart, which we use to certify if the market is still bullish. All right. So here it is. Having traded mostly sideways since January, Block shares are again on the move. They've performed strongly all through the final 2 months of last year when, like with almost all equities, they took off on the back of cooling inflation data and hopes of an imminent rate cut. This latest pop, which sees them trading at the top of a 2-year range, comes on the back of a strong earnings report last week and bullish analyst comments in the aftermath. Last Thursday, Block, a well-known fintech for SMEs and previously known as Square, reported Q4 results that topped analyst expectations on the revenue front and set the tone for what should be a strong year. Revenue was up an impressive 24% year on year and well ahead of the consensus, which more than made up for the miss on their bottom line earnings. So pretty much they're going on to tell us that many of the Wall Street analysts are bullish on Block. Cool. Do you think the price chart is reflecting the same thing? Because if the analysts are bullish on the stock, then apparently they should be buying the stock. If they're buying the stock, then the price chart should be trending higher. Would you agree? I think so. So rather than us going into the fundamentals, the quote guidance for Block stock, we're just going to go ahead and look at the chart for what it is. Because all of this is just simply Wall Street's guidance or estimates as to what they think Block is going to do going forward. If they hit the mark, maybe the stock will go down. If they don't hit the mark, maybe the stock will go up. Just think about what I just said. Because many people think the opposite of these earnings reports when they're released. Let's say that Block does hit the metrics. Let's say they blow it out the water. You would expect the market to go up. But in some cases, it goes down instead because of what was said going forward at that earnings release. Something that you are not prepared for. Something that you cannot prepare, that you didn't see coming. The CEO of the company can say some things at the earnings release that wasn't even talked about in the guidance that these Wall Street analysts are trying to drop today. So always keep that in mind. For those of us weighing up a position in Block, there's a lot of comfort to be had from such bullish stances as these by analysts. Also joining the bull camp recently was the Wells Fargo team, who with their $95 price target, $95, are looking for further upside of at least 16% from where shares closed on Thursday. 16%. You want to make 16% on your money? Wells Fargo thinks that Block is going to run to $95. Currently, it is at $79.95. Will we continue to see the market run to 96? I think they may be right. But first, let's talk about what we did on our last price prediction in Block, because we anticipated the market to go down, right? Now check this out. It went down. But where did it go? It held our first buy zone. So the demand came in so fast that the sellers could not even bring Block's price down to $60 and $58.63. It didn't even come to our second 2 buy zones at all. So this whole time that the market has been hovering above this first buy zone right here, this is the build up that will make the price target that Wells Fargo is looking at, $95, to come to fruition. Like, you can see this as like energy being built up for the next move up. Okay. So now what we're going to do is get rid of this price prediction here. If you were able to get on the low of these 3 days, the 17th of January, the 25th, and the 26th of January, that's 9%. Okay. So let's get rid of that. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these sell zones up here at the top because the buyers has taken out the sellers at that one sell zone. Now they're still being impacted by this sell zone here. Okay, so this is still a problem for the buyers. This is what the article was going into, saying that block has been trading within this range for like the last 2 years. Okay, that's what they've been talking about. Do you think block is going to break that range to the upside? Let's look at this on the monthly chart. This monthly chart makes me think so. Now, only to possibly the highs right here. Okay, the high of this monthly bar, February 2023, was $89.90. So maybe around like 90 bucks. Wells Fargo has $96 at $95 as a price target. I'm seeing like 90. But yeah, these monthly bars right here definitely tells me that the market is bullish. November was bullish. December was bullish. Sellers hit the market in January, but then the bulls came right back in February. So I think this particular stock is ready for a market move to the upside. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to look for block to continue to go up in price. That's a very good weekly bar there too. And we even held on to the selling within the sell zone on last week's price action. That's why the volume is so high, but the spread is so small. We got people up there trying to buy this stock. Okay, so let me put this back on the daily chart first, and we're going to look for the market to trend to the upside. Okay. Now, this is a sell zone right here for me. So that's going to be one of our targets. Right there around $90, like I told you. Gonna drop one there too. I don't think it's gonna go that high, but I'll just put that on the chart. So now we don't want to see the market in block break this area here to the downside. Okay. So let's put it back on a daily time frame. Let's drop these targets. Let me bring it in a little closer. Now, we already know that there's a problem. Right now, where price is in block, this is a sell zone. We may not see the market in block break that area. Be prepared for that. Also, we prefer price to stay above this buy zone, but if it doesn't, we have a bigger, stronger area down there around $62, 63. Our first target is right there at $88 at the low of this sell zone, $88, $89, all the way up there at the high of that second sell zone, which is like 13.5%. Next target is the third sell zone, either the low, in between, or at the high. That gives us 15.94% there. Okay, so let's just see how strong the market is in block. See how far it could go. Give me your thoughts. Make sure you maintain a profitability, and as always, trade different.